congratulations. Y'all have multiple all-stars on your team, and you beat a team with one all-star. A regular season game. That means nothing, but you guys are so hype. You guys are so hype. That's hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious. Funny. We're gonna talk about it. A roll film. Alright, so first of all, most people are just ignoring the fact that the Thunder just came off a back-to-back versus the Clippers. Back-to-back. A back-to-back. Maybe you guys don't know how hard that is on people's legs, body, but they were tired, you know? You get tired, you know, that's kind of what happens when you play in the NBA, you know? You're tired, you travel, you know, you're running across that long court. It gets a little tiring, you know? But you know, they had to play a back-to-back, and it's funny, it's really funny because they scheduled the second game of the Thunder's back-to-back to be one of the biggest games of the year, potentially. That's hilarious, funny, hilarious, I love it, love it. Is that fair? You guys might be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, like, who cares? Even CJ McCollum tweeted that it wasn't fair, and was it Wilson Chandler agreed with him on Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter. So you're gonna put one of the biggest blockbuster games so far right when it's a back-to-back. Okay. I'm not buying it. I'm not, honestly. I'm not buying it. I'm not. Ridiculous. That's number one. So they're already tired. Number two, there's all these little Warrior fans that are so happy. They're just so happy for this win. You know, they really wanted this win for KD. You wanted this win for KD? What you mean you want this win for KD? So you want KD to rub it into his former team that he dismantled and he left out to dry. They have no good players but Westbrook. Nobody is doing work but Westbrook. Facts. Period. Point blank. But you want them to beat that team while they're down? Like, you really hope for that? Like, that's in your heart? Wow. That's harsh. That's really harsh. You guys are really getting excited over this. And I hate to be this guy. I really do hate to be this guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's just not forget this is a regular season game. There's 80 some odd more of these. Okay. You know, where it counts is something like the finals, which you were there last year. You were. The Warriors, you were there. I believe you were up 3-1. And you guys ended up losing. But look, that's not the point. The point is, this is only a regular season game. So getting so hyped up over this and like, oh my gosh, we just killed the league. Don't think I forgot y'all getting dropped off by the Spurs. Don't think I forgot about that. You know, and you guys are probably really happy now. Ooh, you guys beat this team. Look, I guess I'm the only one. I'll just tell you the secret. OKC is not a star-studded team. You know, they're not great. Okay, they're not great. Obviously, we kind of expected a score like this. If you guys were to lose, it would be very mighty embarrassing. Okay, because you have a way better team. So like acting like this is crazy, oh my gosh, we won. Shouldn't y'all have expected to? Who did y'all think you were playing? Y'all were celebrating like y'all just beat the Cavs. If this was the Cavs, I could completely see their reaction. I would totally see their reaction. I'd be like rejoicing too. LeBron has been taking all kind of shots, so I'd be like, you know, hey, like look, we just put you in your place. But the Thunder are already down, okay? They have Westbrook and that's it. And y'all are celebrating over putting that team in their place? The Warriors fans were ruthless too. You know, I mean, look, I gotta give respect to being behind your team 100% and rooting for them. You know, that's good. Well, the ones of you guys that aren't bandwagon, so that's like... Anyway, was that necessary? You know, I saw the guys taunting Westbrook, you know. They thought it was funny. I didn't laugh, you know. I don't know if Westbrook laughed. I don't know if he found that funny, Kevin Hart, but I didn't find it funny. Found it kind of rude. kicking the guy while he's down. Now, to be honest, I feel like Westbrook would have done that to KD if he would have won. But it would have been much more deserved because he's one man on that team doing everything. That's what we're forgetting. Well, KD still showed him who's boss, and KD... Listen to how dumb you sound, okay? The Warriors have all kind of all-stars on his team. People coming off the bench like Ian Clark, Sean Livingston. Let's not act like we're a terrible team going against a terrible team. We're a star-studded team that almost should have won the finals going against this middle-of-the-road team that has one all-star that has to do everything for the team. You should win that. We're not excited. We shouldn't be taunting these guys when they're already down here. You know, like, that's just me. You know, I played a little bit of basketball in my lifetime. I've just never been the one to taunt people when we're up by 20. It's just not me. Now, look, maybe that's how you guys play basketball. I don't know, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, you know, like when I'm up by like 20 points, I'm not over here yelling at players, pointing at them, doing the Draymond Green, this kind of stuff. Like I've never experienced that emotion, you know, never felt the need to, you know, taunt. But look, hey, well, it's his life, you know, just like his team or his team. He got a couple of roles up. Honestly, they were throwing up gang signs. I didn't know whether to call him Draymond or Braymond. You know, I'm also disappointed in KD. You know, I thought I was gonna go into the game, see a little bit of goodwill from him. You know, I don't know. I was just hoping. Didn't see that. I just saw a lot of laughing, you know, saw a lot of high fives, taunting Jeremy Grant. Also, just quickly, briefly, addressing the whole Russell Westbrook wearing the official photographer thing. Like, what? It was ugly, okay? It was a vest. He said it had nothing to do with KD. People were making the stretch that since KD's hobby is photography, he's taking a dig at him. Like, what dig is that? Official photographer? People are gonna get offended at that? Really? Like, y'all are really easily, like, butthurt if you think that's offensive. Official photographer. That's what you guys are worked up about. Okay. All right, I'm done. I can't. I just want to end this by saying, you know, shout out to the Warriors. Y'all really killed the Thunder. Y'all dropped them off. But the fashion in which you did it was disrespectful. It was. I didn't like it. But then again, you know, I'm a little salty at you guys. So I'm a little biased. I'm going to admit that. Okay? You know, so for all you guys in the comments, like, oh, you're just hating because KD left and you're salty. Salty? Girl, my sodium levels are through the roof. My sodium levels are extremely high. I'm real salty. Yes, I am. So knowing that a lot of people are gonna be salty, a lot of people are gonna be watching this game like, dang, like this is my old player. You know, people from Seattle, people from Oklahoma City, watching this like, man, this was just my dude, you know? Now you're gonna be over here taunting him. You should know that people are gonna get salty and in their feelings. You should know that. Fans should know that as well. So if you're a fan and you're getting butthurt, chill, okay? Because guess what? At the end of the day, KD's about to go play the Lakers. He's going on about his life, and you're over here butthurt about what I said about him, and he don't even care. Isn't that crazy? You care, but he doesn't. Wow, amazing, wow. Incredible. So please don't get butthurt, okay? I'm gonna link a couple videos in the description that y'all need to watch, just in case you get butthurt. Like, my haters video, and why people hate on the Warriors. So maybe you can get a better picture on why we feel this way. Because this is not just random. This is not just out of nowhere, you know? So check the links in the description for that, okay? Comment down below what you thought of it. What did you think of this whole ordeal? And on Twitter, I was wilding a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty. So y'all just go look at those tweets, okay? Everything is in the description. All right, I'm out of here. See y'all on the flip side.